Hi guys, thank you for taking your precious time and join us today. We are back again with another episode with Justice in Journalism, where we talk all things ethics in focus, making sure we empower informed opinions by exploring global issues, looking at media ethics, and also focus more on responsible reporting. I'm not alone today, I'm with my guy, Ekong Daon. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I hope you're good too.
I'm absolutely okay. Can you tell the viewers at home what today's episode is all about?
As you know, man, our focus is mainly on journalism world and how journalists apply their ethics when they are reporting on stories. But today we are focusing more on global media ethics and how Western media represent these ethics when they are reporting on African stories. Like, I want our audiences to take a look at this short clip that will follow.
We're heading north, as I say, towards a place called Bambari. Bambari is one of the last big towns where there's a mixed population, and we understand it's very tense there at the moment. Very tense on the way as well, and we're going to be crossing essentially front lines between the anti-Balaka, the Christian militias, and the ex-Seleka, the Muslim forces here. And we're going to have to be careful. There's a lot of looting on the road, a lot of just pure banditry, and we know that in the last couple of days, particularly as we get closer to Bambari, a lot of people have been killed, a lot of villages burned, so we're going to take it very slowly, very cautiously. And
for a full clip, you'll find a link captioned below.
Well, what I like about that video, Mudawang, is that it takes us where we are heading today. So we're going to look at the terms such as global media ethics and also unpack on the purpose of the global media ethics, and also what is actually the global media ethics. So at home, can you just tell someone what is the global media ethics?
This will simply refer to a set of guidelines and principles that govern like journalists around the world, how they should conduct themselves and how they should like apply this global media ethics when they are reporting on stories worldwide.
Okay, that's very interesting. You talk about the guidelines and the rules. So we must know the purpose of these rules or the guidelines and how they govern the media professionals or the journalists, to be specific. So what are the rules or the guidelines that they must follow to make sure that they abide by these rules?
Simply, as I said, like, it's all about emphasizing like fairness, responsibility, and bringing about balance and the accountability of reporters.
I think to add on that, they also promote the responsible and accurate reporting, and they also promote the diverse cultures in different perspectives, and others, they protect the individual rights and privacy. Yeah,
I mean, like in different societies, it is not only about like in one area, hence it is referred to as global. It's about a universal thing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Moving on, we focus on our main video. In this video, we see a group of journalists working for a BBC news organization who are Andrew Heading, Jonathan Twig, and Stuart Phillips, who are reporting on a situation that is happening here on African continent, specifically on Central African Republic, outside the capital of Bangui. And we also want to focus on the impact of the news representation of this situation, how this group of journalists have the impact of representing this news.
We still talk all things ethics in focus. Well, with that being said, I want us to look at the impact of the news reporting of this journalist. So we see here in the video that these journalists, they show images or pictures that they might evoke some emotions to some viewers or sensitive viewers.
in the Central African Republic. The people you can see here are Christians who fled en masse from the centre of Bambari. They're camped out here. Relations between Christians and Muslims have completely broken.
Might evoke emotions such as anxiety, fear, also empathy. But what I like about their representation or the impacts that they might have to the viewers is that they're able to strike the balance between the biasness and the stereotype that might arise from the video, of which it shows that they have the good ethics in terms of global media ethics, because they are able to do or able to present their news in the way that is fair and that is not biased.
moving forward, we are going to give you a full detail of what this report is about. Like in this situation, we are seeing these reporters are reporting on an ongoing violence between the Christians and the Muslims who have been living in separate state of the Central Africa. And we are also going to focus on how they deploy peacemakers or soldiers, I can refer them to, how are they keeping like the peace, or how are they preventing the violence from continuing. Like now, I want you to tell us more about how is this report being conducted. Like you are focusing on things like the people being interviewed, facts, you see, and the context of the report.
Well, to begin with, I think the context of the story is very clear from the get-go, because they show us that they are traveling from another city to another city, and they also shows the people that are affected, of which I believe is a very good coverage and just paints the picture of what is happening within this context of the reporting. And it also shows that the people that are impacted by the war, they are injured by using the visuals and the videos that we see people that are being admitted in hospital. We see that they are wounded. We also see that there are also houses that are being burned. So I think it really takes us into what is happening in the Central Africa, basically.
This is the big hospital in Bambari, and it's in a real state. A lot of wounded coming in every day from villages outside town, all injured by, it seems, fighting between the Anti-Balaka and the Seleka. We've just seen one family, in fact, who lost 2 members last week, and the granny had a bullet in the leg, mother as well.
Well, I think though it's very important to discuss the impact on how does this reporting might have to the African stories. I think what is very important is that they bring the understanding about the political regime of African countries, and they also show the life that African countries they live under it, so that it can be well informative, or it brings awareness to the different countries in terms when they seek for help. For instance, in this case, like I believe other political parties, they can intervene into the situation. So I think the report on this story, like it was good.
Yeah, put a positive effect.
Yes, definitely.
Quickly, let's discuss the application of some journalistic ethical values that are being applied by the reporters in this video. Specifically, we're focusing on values like truth. I think in this video, it is evident that they report about honesty. Like they are witnesses, the number of displaced families they show us there, and the houses that are being burned due to this situation. Everything there is precise.
A group of 200 armed men descended upon the village in the afternoon and started shooting. People just left their homes in a panic. Some were too late. And 4 people got burned in their homes. About 12 got killed in the end here.
You mentioned something that is very important in journalism, of which is accuracy. So the reporters, they show us the exact numbers of the people who have been injured and the people who have been dead. It shows that there have been 212 people who have been injured, and then 146 people who have been dead, of which is a good thing, or it shows the effort in accuracy in reporting. And also we're going to look at the respect. It shows that the journalists, they were able to conduct their interviews in a good way, allowing the individuals to share their stories without making them feel in any type of way, or without making them to feel in any exploitation. Since we've discussed the global media ethics of this video that we've just watched, I think now it brings us to a very important question, of which was this reporting ethical or unethical? Well, I think to the viewers at home, we can just say that this reporting was very ethical, because these journalists, they educate and they inform us as the audience or the viewers at home. They also provide the context and the balance, and they also show the respect to the people that they are interviewing, and they also avoid to promote biasness or the stereotype that might arise from that video. With that being said, I would like us to wrap up this. What do you say about just wrapping everything up?
You have a great point there. Now, as we conclude this, I want us to focus on the feasibility of global media ethics. Now, I think with feasibility of global media ethics, it is something that is not difficult. It is difficult, what I mean, but it is not impossible. Like when times goes on, the media houses, the media practitioners like journalists, when they go around and understand other people, like diverse cultures. I think that is where now this global media ethics will be easy for them to be applied with some journalistic values.
Okay, I think to mention the recommendations that we might suggest is that they must establish a global media ethics framework which might be able to have the core principle and the guidelines of which can teach more people about what is unethical or ethical, and also to encourage the diverse and different perspective of different backgrounds. So you've mentioned something about the feasibilities of the media ethics. I think for us to be able to prosper and to grow as the media professionals or the journalists, we must able to educate the other people about prioritizing the education and the training for the media professionals and the consumers, and also encourage the transparency in media and accountability in the media practice, and also to foster the culture and ethical responsibility amongst the media outlets and also the professionals. Yeah, I think that is very important, of which is going to make us to grow in media.
Okay, now folks, with that all said, I hope our content has been informative and educative to you. See you on our next episode. Thank you.
Well, this takes us to the end of our today's episode. This is Journalism in Justice, where we talk all things ethics in focus, where we empower minds and also inform and also to educate the viewers at home by exploring the global media issues and also look at the media ethics and also responsible reporting. Please stay tuned for another episode. Bye.